Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican queen, Miss Y. You are tuned in to How I See It TV, and this is Why Caught Alive. Y'all, in the latest episode of Messy Mondays with Carlos King, Dr. Heavenly put her foot in her mouth again, disrespecting the heck out of the women producers on Married to Medicine. The things that she said as it relates to those producers, I feel might work against her for season 11 of Married to Medicine. But before we get into the video, I would just like to remind you all that I'm on a mission to combat period poverty in Jamaica. Period poverty is the limited or lack of access to menstrual products, menstrual education, hygiene facilities, and waste management. This issue impacts girls and women from lower economic groups globally. In Jamaica, statistics show that 40% of women and girls are impacted by period poverty, and 20% of girls miss school due to period poverty. Now imagine not being able to go to school because you can't afford to buy pads, or imagine having to go an entire day, 24 hours, wearing the same sanitary napkins because you don't have enough to change. I am trying to do my part in combating this issue, so I'm in the process of packing a shipment that I will be sending off to Jamaica in time for my trip in December, and I will be donating all the period products that I have purchased to an organization in Jamaica that will be distributing to the girls and women in need. You can contribute to this cause, y'all, whether it's 99 cents, a whole $1, $5, $20, I don't care. Any small amount counts, and you can send your donation via Cash App to, and if you're looking at your screen, it's $ how letter Y, SEE, it. So on Cash App, it's $ how I see it. And if you're looking at your screen, that is how the profile will look. And whatever y'all donate between now and the end of June, I will be using all of that to help with purchasing these period products. So I thank y'all. So let's get into Dr. Heavenly. So Carlos King, in explaining to Dr. Heavenly the whole Sonny, Destiny, and Moses situation, and explaining that Sonny was once Destiny's producer on the show, but is now married to Destiny's ex-boyfriend Moses, Heavenly went on a whole rant, and in my opinion, attacking the professionalism of the women producers of Married to Medicine. She goes on to tell Carlos that the women producers on Married to Medicine, they don't have her man's number. And then she went on to call those women hoes. She says that she doesn't trust those 304s. And then she went on to say, ain't no 304s coming in my house without me being there. She said the women producers, they don't have the codes to her house. And then she explains to Carlos that sometimes the production team, they want to come in early and set up the lighting and the equipment or whatever. And Heavenly says she doesn't allow that, especially if her man is going to be there and she's at work, right? And then Carlos goes on to tell Heavenly how Kimmy and Tisha, they also are going to confront the former producer, Sonny, because they have a problem with how they are going to be able to trust these female producers around their husbands. And with that, Heavenly says she doesn't trust any of the female producers on Married to Medicine. She goes on again to call them hoes. And she says, I ain't trust none of them 304s. I promise you. And they ain't even pretty. So now she's going after their looks, right? And she says, I'm not going to give descriptions of why they're not pretty. So in my opinion, y'all, these words may come back to bite Dr. Heavenly during the filming process of season 11 of Married to Medicine. Because, and follow me, these producers, in my opinion, they work closely with the cast, and they work closely with the cast member that they are assigned to. And I believe that the producer's job is either to help set up a storyline that will make the cast member that they're assigned to look great, or set up a storyline that will give the person they're assigned to a bad edit. Heavenly and Carlos has said that if you go into a scene not knowing what's about to happen, then it usually means that you're the person that everybody is going to be attacking or coming for in that scene, right? So if I was a producer on Married to Medicine, and I had no idea that Heavenly had these thoughts, opinions, and feelings about me, I didn't know that she had my professionalism in question, and my character in question, and my morality in question. And then she had the audacity to sit on this public platform that is Messy Mondays, that has a lot of eyes on it, calling me all kinds of hoes and calling me unattractive, and saying that I have the propensity to do inappropriate things with her husband and she doesn't trust me, then I wouldn't feel the need to protect her when it comes to scenes. If one of my producer friends says, hey, you know, the scene that we're about to shoot tomorrow, everybody's about to come at Heavenly, then I would just keep that in my pocket and have her walk into the scene blind, since she doesn't trust me anyways. So it would be interesting to see how season 11 plays out for Dr. Heavenly after she was on Messy Mondays saying all these things about the women producers of Married to Medicine. And this is not the first time that Heavenly has come at producers sideways. I remember during last season of Married to Medicine, how when she was talking about finding out what Quad was saying in her negotiations, she said, well, she threw the producers under the bus by stating publicly that, you know, these little boys, they talk to me and they're telling me, you know, what Quad is saying in her negotiation meetings about how Jackie is being paid more, and basically Jackie isn't given what Quad gives to the show. And if I was a producer and I was divulging this information to Heavenly and expected that there would be a level of confidentiality, meaning that I liked her enough and I thought that if I told her this little tea, she wouldn't repeat it, then coming into the new season, you're not knowing anything. I'm not telling you anything. And I feel like Heavenly is the type of person who, if you give her enough rope and make her feel like she's in control, as she's always saying, oh, she's a producer at this point, and that she has enough clout on the show, or what she does is make it seem like that she's in the executive's ear a lot, and that they respect her enough where if she wants somebody on the show, they'll get that person, or if she wants somebody off the show, she can get the person kicked off. These are the things that she insinuates when she's on Messy Mondays, right? So I feel like they're giving Heavenly all this rope and they're saying, yeah, we're going to make her feel like she has all the control. And we're setting it up where we're going to allow her to come at all these people on the cast. And then boom, we're going to reel her in. Or we're going to just allow her to hang herself. And I think at this point, that's what's going to happen. So let's see, y'all, what happens on season 11 of Married to Medicine. Mark my words, if we go into season 11 and it looks like Heavenly is being iced out, she wasn't at Toya's fundraising event last week or the week before, and she was on live saying that no one invited her, but Dr. Jackie was there. It seemed like majority of the cast was there. So why weren't you there, Heavenly? So if we go into season 11 and it looks like she's being iced out, it looks like everybody's dropping tea on her and Damon, then it might be because Heavenly's words about the production as a whole, the field producers, have come back to bite her. And then in true Heavenly fashion, she decides to shade Quad, Sweet Tea, and Dr. G. And I'm trying to find out, when is Quad going to realize that Heavenly is not her friend? Heavenly has said over and over and over again that she is team herself and team daddy. So Heavenly said that if she was ever divorced and the show wanted to bring her ex and his new wife on the show, she would quit. And then she says, a lot of times these women need that dollar. They need the dollar from the show because BITCH, I will quit. I'm sorry. If I got a divorce and y'all brought back my husband's new B. That is what she said. And that to me is a dig at Quad. She's continuing to spread this narrative that Quad needs the money, and that is why Quad is on Married to Medicine still, even though they had blindsided her last season, bringing Dr. G and his new wife, Letitia, onto the show. And she also says, what husband brings his new wife onto a show with his ex unless he's just thirsty or they need the money or he just wants to be on camera. So a dig right there at Dr. G as well. So Quad, Heavenly is not your friend. You need to listen, Quad. Every time she says these slick things about you, you need to listen and realize that Heavenly is not for you, and she's going to use any moment that she can to throw a dig in there about you. And that's how I see it, y'all. Dr. Heavenly put her foot in her mouth once again, saying some ignorant things on Messy Mondays, coming for the producers, saying that she doesn't trust them, saying that they're not attractive, calling them 304s. Forgetting that she needs these same producers on her side during the filming of Married to Medicine. And y'all, I'm not saying that she has to trust these women, but stating the feelings that she stated on Messy Mondays, that should not have been in the public domain. That's kitchen table talk. So let's see how that will work for her during the filming of season 11 of Married to Medicine. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like my content needs some more crowd, subscribe if you have not done so yet. Follow me at How I See It on Instagram, Twitter, now called X, and on TikTok. Please leave a comment below so I know how you see things too. And until next time, as I always say, walk good. Bye.